Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another NBA 2K14 micro game. It's game 5 of the Western Conference Semifinals. T-Wolves versus Spurs tied at 2 apiece, and this pivotal game 5 will put someone one win away from going to the Western Conference Finals, where we'll be facing either the Nuggets or the Warriors. But who will it be? Will it be the seasoned Spurs, or will it be the young T-Wolves? Last time, when we left Minnesota, it was a 2-0 series for the Spurs, and things weren't really looking too good for us. But now, all of a sudden, we racked up 2 wins in a row, and now we have home court advantage for a monumentally huge Game 5. As Denny Tice getting the block there, but they call a foul on Denny, so they put Tony Parker on the line. And one thing that's been consistent is Denny's defense on Tony Parker. It's been really good, but there you see Denny getting his second foul early there, just getting a little aggressive there. And you see, I did poke the ball from Duncan. They credit me for forcing a turnover, as well as another one there, but they also gave Denny the foul, a little ticky-tacky foul. But because of that, I had to go on the bench because I got 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the game. So the lead maintained at about 5 points while I went on the bench. So now that I come back in, obviously we don't get a good start to the first half since I only played a few minutes. You see, I only have 2 points, 2 assists. Didn't really get into a rhythm during this game as we strip Al Harrington there and we start a break, though we don't really get much going. Probably should have passed it off to Henderson since he's a better finisher, but you know, nonetheless, we slow it down, and then Denny pulling up the 3 and knocking it down. And the Spurs were able to get out to the fast start, partially because Denny hit the bench. But now, in the second quarter, with the bench mobs for both teams, you know, it should be, bench versus bench. But with Denny playing with the Spurs or the T-Wolves bench, it's kind of, shifting the balance towards the T-Wolves here. And we're starting to go on a run because that there you see I find Shaved, not in the corner, but pulling up in that elbow shot and knocking it down. And we're taking the lead, a nice 4-point lead. And there you see Jeff Ayers putting up a tough shot, doesn't get to go. Chris Johnson on the rebound, and the T-Wolves on the break, looking at Derek Williams, but we slow it down. And I'm like, hey, look at that. There's Shaved. And Shaved driving all the way with the floater, getting it to go. So Denny's still not aggressive, only took 2 shots, made them both, but getting these guys involved in the bench, being the facilitator, getting them their open shots, that's what's driving us right now, because this Spurs bench is not really doing much, which you don't really expect. The Spurs, you would think they have their balance, whether you start the bench or the starters, but they're giving them shots like that, and they're not really making much themselves. Now all of a sudden, when I came back in the game, it was a 5-point deficit. Now it's a 6-point lead for us. You see Pekovic has the ball there. We swing it out to Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin to Love, and Kevin Love knocking down the shot. And it's a 9-point lead. And this second quarter has been huge so far. If we need to go up 3-2 on the series, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. And Denny Tice pulling up the tough shot. Probably should have passed that one back to Brewer, but I took it anyways, and I made it. And Denny is locked in this game. Had a bunch of rough shooting games throughout the playoffs, but this one is going tremendously well so far. You see Tony Parker hitting this floater there, and Kevin Love can't get that tough finish to go. Tony Parker on the rebound, on the fast break to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard all the way, scooping it up and getting it in. And Denny might not sit for the rest of this game. I sat early on in the first quarter, but I might not be on the bench for the rest of the game because my team needs me out there. Alright, we need to keep Denny on the court. And there you see they're running a break of their own too. Leonard gets it to go. And one reason why my team needs me is because Kevin Love is struggling. Only 1 for 4, only that 1 3-pointer you guys saw. But besides that, Love is struggling big time. So Denny needs to get the offense going, and finding Love, just running some pick and roll with Love and getting him some easy looks. That's what we need right now. Right for the second quarter, though, they stripped Denny. Just bad spacing there, and then you see Randy Foye getting the layup, and Randy Foye continuing to be the X factor of the series. Like I said, I've been playing some pretty good defense on Parker, but it's been Randy Foye. Now let's listen to Tim Duncan here at halftime.
Tim, and looking at that first half, what sort of adjustments are necessary as you guys prepare to take the floor after the break?
Just refocus of energy at halftime, come out a little more focused and understanding what we got to do to finish this game.
Tim, we appreciate the time as always. Guys, back to you.
So you see Duncan, only 2 for 4 shooting and only 1 rebound. So we've done what we had to do. We limited Duncan, I've limited Parker, and then that forces all of the marbles onto Randy Foye and Thiago Splitter and Marco Bellinelli and all of them to make plays, and they haven't exactly done it. And there you see Denny Danny picking up a third foul. We stayed out of foul trouble in the second quarter, which was huge. We couldn't afford to get a third foul, so I definitely wasn't trying to get steals. But there, just getting a little aggressive now that I had a little bit of cushion in foul trouble, and then right away I get my third foul. So the refs are definitely calling this game close right now. I see Bellinelli trying to make something happen, driving to the rim, forcing it to Al Harrington, and Big Al knocks down the three-pointer. And it's kind of maintaining this gap. Once we built it up in the middle of the second quarter, at about like 9 to 10 point gap, 8 point gap, it's pretty much been the same thing. And Gerald Henderson knocking down the huge three. You see Denny clapping, trying to get the hometown fans going. I've a little bit late on that pass to Derek Williams, but look at Pekovic hitting a rare post move shot. And I think as Love and Pekovic are really good in the post, but they just get stripped almost every single time I give it to them. As Gerald Henderson knocks down a huge three to beat the buzzer there. Henderson 3 for 3 on three-pointers, and you know that's a bonus. And we're getting those kind of three-point shots from Gerald Henderson. That's a bonus. That's what's helping us get this lead right now. And we gotta play all 4 quarters against the Spurs. As Denny Tice hitting a big-time shot in transition there. You fall asleep for 1 quarter. You know, Greg Popovich, he's got these Spurs, you know, they're like a machine. They'll be coming right back at you. So we got to just keep on firing on offense, finding Gerald Henderson for his 4-3 to game. Denny Tice pulling up another 3. Denny's been good from downtown. I don't think he's even missed a 3-point shot yet. 66% shooting overall there. Corey Brewer spotting up and knocking down to start the 4th quarter, pushing the lead back up. And, you know, the Spurs have been scoring, but we're just scoring right back with them. And you know what they say, the one thing that combats better defense is better offense, right? So we just got to play that offense, and we just got to keep on firing. And Denny Tice, the bucket and the bang there. We get the and one, make that free. Actually, I'm not even sure we made the free throw. I'm pretty sure we did, though. Denny's a pretty good free throw shooter, but I tried to force it in the post there to Pekovic, and it ends up being a turnover. And look at Randy Foye, 7 for 7, now 8 for 8. And that's the thing, though. Randy Foye's having that really good game, but we're limiting Dunker, and we're limiting Duncan, and we're limiting Parker. So that's what we had to do, and that's what we're doing so far. And now running some pick and roll, giving it to Pekovic, swinging it to Corey Brewer. Bang! Corey Brewer from downtown again, pushing the lead back to 10 points. They had a chance to make it 5 or 4, but they couldn't capitalize. Instead, the other end, Brewer knocking down a huge 3. There you see Tony Parker getting that layup to go. They just keep the Spurs' hopes alive, but Corey Brewer again from downtown. Corey Brewer coming up, watching this 4th quarter. Kevin Love's shorts are glitching out, but he's getting that layup to go. Beautiful feed from Denny Tice. Now, once again, we split the pick there, find Love and Kevin. Oh, alright. Love's still not playing a great game. His outside shooting is pretty off. Just a few layups and that 1 3-pointer for him. But you see Kawhi Leonard missing that shot, and now it's still an 11-point lead on the break to Denny Tice up. Bang! Denny Tice yet again from downtown. The lead is 14, and the T-Wolves are on their way to 3 straight wins in this series after going down 2-0. Denny has not missed a 3-point shot all game long. 30 points, 15 assists, 4 rebounds, a bunch of steals, helping his team out any way possible, including that crossover on Parker and the shot to beat the buzzer there. Not really much with that one cross to the left, and Parker got lost, and that should be the dagger. And you see Denny breaking up that pass to try to get in the paint to Parker, but instead it counts as a turnover to Splitter. And check this out, barely in time the shot clock, we give it to Pekovic, and that's all she wrote, baby. We are coming out with the victory, and we are 1 game away from the Western Conference Finals. Can you believe it? After the way we got beaten up in Game 1, the devastating loss in Game 2, and now 3 convincing victories in a row, and if we can just do this for 1 more game in San Antonio, we're moving on. Can you believe it? I cannot. I kind of can, because I have faith in this team. Never really gave up, but now, you know, it's reality that we're 1 victory away. It kind of reminds you of the 2012 Western Conference Finals, OKC versus Spurs. Spurs went up 2-0, then OKC moved on. So hope you guys leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more, and hopefully next time we can meet Golden State in those Western Conference Finals.